Okay. Did I miss something down there? I can't even see anything. He doesn't want to play with the baby coffin. Not that I would blame him. Is there something that I can take in here? What if we use the crowbar on that? That wasn't useful. Why is there a dead cat in that one? That's weird. Oh, wait. Was the dead cat eating the bodies? Is that why there's this? Okay, well, let's go back up here. Maybe. Is there some sort of a useful item over here? I don't see anything. Move over here. Oh, we can look at the plaques. According to the plaques, both Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood had died in the same year. Why is there... What's that little rock? Oh, I can pick it up? Why do I need a rock? And why that rock and not all the other million rocks that are outside? An ordinary rock. We are picking up this weirdest assortment of things right now. All that's missing is like a hairdryer. And maybe like a can of beans. What do I do with all this stuff? Okay, there is one thing I want to check though. I want to go, because Jerry gave me another date, and that means we go and search the newspaper pile again. That means we go and search the newspaper pile. That's up the stairs. Out of curiosity, are they chattering about my demise yet? Nope, not yet. Good, good. So far, so good. Newspaper pile is up here. In the attic. I never did figure out what that music box was for. Newspaper pile. I went through the news during June 1963. The article wasn't as informative as I'd hoped, but there was a phone number scribbled on the page. Okay, the Journal, Northumberland, blah 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 blah, Wednesday, 1st of June 1963. Following the shocking news that became of public knowledge last week, we must now inform about the sinister outcome of the story that has been in the mind of every citizen of our town these past few days. Mr. James Blackwood has died at the age of 56 due to a heart attack, allegedly because of the pressure and stress caused by having the astonishing accusation by Mrs. Eva Mariani, former maid of the family. This puts a sudden end to the case deferred by the authorities. Police Chief William Bailey said, "It saddens me that Mr. Blackwood was never brought to a proper trial. No matter what kind of excuses could be possibly made, the death of Mrs. Catherine Blackwood is a fact. I'm truly convinced that he was guilty." Dr. Christopher Milton is said to be taking care of a funeral that nobody will attend. Ooh. Maybe Milton stashed the bodies somewhere. and all the belongings of the Blackwood family are now in his possession. Silently, Rothbury returns to daily life, turning the page over one of its darkest chapters. Many will wonder in years to come what really happened inside Blackwood Manor. Bailey 01665. Ooh, let's write this down. 01665 65217. Okay. Mail train robbery, well over £1 million. A senior police spokesman said last night that the town hall in yesterday's mail train robbery was clearly well over £1 million, more than £500,000 of it belonging to the National Provincial Bank. Oh dear, and it was all stolen. Okay, let me just make sure I got that number right. 01665 65217. Okay, let's go call it. Let's see what this guy, maybe if he answers what he has to say. Okay. To the phone. That away. Alright. There's the phone. Let's dial another number. We are going 0 1 665 5 6 5 2 and 7 2 1 7.
Are you Mr. William Bailey?
That's me. And you are?
Yes, my name is Michael Arthade. I'm a journalist for a local newspaper in Rothbury.
I see. And what's this all about?
Well, you're the former police chief of this town, aren't you?
Indeed. I served many years ago.
And you were once in charge of a famous, or should I say, infamous case here?
Ah, bloody hell. Don't tell me this is about James Blackwood.
Yep.
Well, yes. I'm writing a story for my newspaper. The most famous police cases of Northumberland.
Have you got any idea how many times I've talked about this? Go to your nearest library. I'm sure you'll find plenty of information about Blackwood there.
Please, Mr. Bailey, I beg you. It won't be the same if I can have the information from someone who was there, and no less than the renowned William Bailey of
Oh man,
Rothbury.
could you kiss butt anymore?
All right, son, spare me the nonsense.
Yeah, thank you.
What is it you want to know?
Well, in the first place, what did Ava Mariani see exactly?
She saw enough, son. James Blackwood was dragging a shape into a hole in the garden. At first, Mrs. Mariani couldn't realize what it was, but eventually she made out the dead body of Catherine Blackwood with a serious wound.
And Blackwood was automatically deemed guilty?
He was found digging his wife's son.
Why did James Blackwood never appear before a jury?
When you're someone as renowned and famed as James Blackwood was, you can pretty much avoid the authorities. However, you can't avoid justice. And justice was brought upon James Blackwood.
What do you mean?
Justice? How?
He died shortly after the accusation. You should know about that.
What happened to Dr. Christopher Milton?
How should I know? You bet your life that slimy worm was up to something. I couldn't prove it, though I spent years investigating him. A shame we couldn't implicate him as much as James Blackwood.
Are you saying he could have had something to do with the murder?
Blackwood and Milton were very intimate. did the impossible to aid his friend, and even clear his name after he died. You do the math.
And was ever determined the cause of death of Catherine Blackwood?
Yes, partly. Mrs. Mariani managed to see her throat was slit open. Ripped, she would say.
Ew.
It must have been horrible for the poor girl.
Still, everything sounds so vague, as if something were missing.
Are you questioning my performance on this case, son?
Good job. Good job, Michael.
No, sir, not at all. I'm just trying to figure this out, like why a proper autopsy was never done.
An autopsy to whom?
Please, sir, this is very important to me, and I could really use your help. I'm trying to fit all the pieces of this mystery together.
Mystery? What mystery? You must be one of those people that just love splitting hairs, don't you?
I don't think I understand, sir.
Listen, son, that cold-blooded bastard murdered his wife, God knows why. But he and his fancy doctor did the impossible to hamper our investigations. You don't have to be a brilliant detective to realize Blackwood did it.
There's always a reason behind a murder. Nobody has ever found out why Blackwood did what he did.
Psychopaths don't need any reasons, and James Blackwood turned into one, precisely.
There's got to be something else. I can't believe Blackwood flipped just like that one sunny day. It doesn't make any sense.
People flip, son. You could be flipping right now without knowing it.
Yeah. That's very insightful of you.
Well, then tell me how Blackwood reacted when you pulled his wife from beneath the ground.
I beg your pardon.
I mean Catherine Blackwood's body when you dug in the garden of the manor.
Like I said, they hampered the investigation. We never managed to set one foot inside the manor. What kind of bloody journalist are you, son?
But are you telling you never actually retrieved the body?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Now, if you don't mind.
But wait, this doesn't make any sense.
Stop wasting my time, damn it. I was enjoying my retirement until you had the brilliant idea of calling me. I don't want to hear anything else about this case ever again.
Please, Mr. Bailey, don't...
Leave them alone.
Me alone.
Exactly. That's some interesting information to contemplate, though. Do you have any thoughts about it? Reading the article about Blackwood's death was almost fruitless, except that there was a phone number on the main page. It would seem like someone was planning to phone Mr. Bailey. I wonder if that call was ever made. I've just spoken with the retired policeman, William Bailey. I can barely believe what I've just heard. Catherine Blackwood is still buried in the garden, but what about Blackwood then? Maybe he's the one in the crypt. The one with the look of terror on his face. Maybe the mask finally got to him. Ooh, scary. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here on that note. Next time, we'll continue exploring. Maybe see if we can find Miss Catherine. And, yeah. So, until then, I hope you enjoyed the set. And I hope you'll join me next time for more scratches. Where hopefully we'll have less scary masks freaking me out all the time. Until then, goodbye everyone.